Tjena and welcome to the channel. I decided to do a quick benchmark test on every build they release in the early access for Assetto Corsa Evo. Right now we are in version 0.1.3 and I decided to do a quick run through the graphic presets. I activated some overlays here so you can see the FPS frame time and power draw and temp and memory and all that stuff. So you can see that on the right here. And I decided I'm gonna stick with exactly the same race settings. So we're gonna go into single player, quick race at Brands Hatch. The time will be 16, race time multiplier 1, full grid 31 cars. So that's gonna be pretty taxing as it is, full grid. Yeah, so we're gonna have these exact same settings with the exact same car, and I'm choosing the BMW M2 CS Racing in the first presentation. And weather, I don't know, should we go with the broken clouds? So we decide it is maybe done as static, so we get the same as we can on every test here. Static weather. So let's start with the video settings here. I'm running a 2K monitor, 1440p, and I'm using an AMD RX 7900 XT graphics card, and vertical sync off, full screen, no frame rate limit, native resolution here. So graphics mode, now I'm on a custom setup that I'm using, but we're gonna go with, I don't know if we're gonna go very low. We're gonna go low, medium, high, ultra, so 4 settings. Okay, so apply the low settings, and I'm also gonna restart the game after each time so we sure the settings are activated properly. Okay, let's quit here. So there we go, we restarted. The best way to do this would actually be to have a saved replay that we can run, so we get the exact same procedure going on every time, but this is not super accurate. We're gonna just drive one lap and see how the differs in performance here, and hopefully we can see a trend following the early access of this game and see if there is improvements from the early builds and the final one later when it released. So quick race, it should be saved. Yeah, the settings for the race is saved, the track and the weather is also saved, but we have to choose the correct car again. So we go into BMW M2 presentation 1. There we go. Okay, this is low settings. There we go. We just don't change any settings of the car, just push drive here. And as you can see, we got a really big performance hit here on low settings, only 48 FPS with these kinds of amount of cars. Whoa! Let's see what happens after a while here. Whoop! Let's see if we can avoid the carnage a little bit. And now we're up in 100 FPS, so it's a big FPS drops in the start of the race there when so much AI is bunched up together. So yeah, this is not super scientific, this video. It's just gonna be fun to see the performance difference from the different builds and the different presets. So now it's 84 at the moment. It's a little bit hard to be able to watch the metrics here, but at least I got it recording here, so I can compare later. 90 FPS right now, but you can see my graphics card is actually beast. It draws up to 350 watts at full power. So it will make this room pretty hot after after an hour or two gaming. Oh, got some carnage here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god, this is crazy. And hopefully this will be a good test as well to see how the AI will improve upon upon the progression of this game. I hope it really does. But yeah, actually the game looked pretty good. Is this really low settings? For low settings, it's looking pretty darn good, I gotta say. I need to check this, if it's really or low. But yeah, there was one race. Let's see, because it looks really good to be low. Graphics. Low? Yeah. It is. Ah. Nice. Looks pretty good in low. Now, oh yeah, what I'm doing. Now we try medium. Apply. And restart the game. Alright, medium settings. Let's start the engine here. Yeah, we still got pretty low FPS here at the start. But we got a much cleaner start from the AI here. Oh man, there's a lot of cars around this circuit now. $60. Yeah, I thought we got a lot more higher FPS right about now in low settings. Oh, I need to turn down. No, keep it stock set. Don't mess with the settings. Keep it on default here now. So 82, 87 FPS. A little bit more now. I guess the FPS will go up a lot when there's not as much cars around you. Oh! Come on. Yeah, the game looks good. There seems to be a little bit more aliasing going on here now. Maybe in low settings FXA is activated. I need to take a look at that. But there is the medium settings, mostly over 60 FPS, I would say, anyway. So if I lock it at 60 FPS, I think I should have a pretty good experience here. Alright, let's jump into the high settings. Yeah, switching to low activates the FXA. It makes the game more blurry, but takes away some of the aliasing going on. I noticed the game was much sharper now in medium settings, but it was a little bit, you can see the jagged edges. So multi-sample anti-aliasing would, if you raise that, it would look better, I guess. But we're just keeping keep to the presets now. So switch to high. See if anything changed here. Ah, doesn't change this, but yep, keep it to the presets. High settings, it is. Apply and restart game. Alright, we are in the high settings and I can see the memory, the GPU memory is almost 13 gigs right now. Luckily this card has 20 gigs of VRAM, so I should be good here, but it takes up a lot of RAM. But look at the texture, quality, it's looking really good. Okay, we got 80-ish FPS now in the pit here. Let's see how much it will tank when we start the race with 30 other AI cars here. Not as, yeah, 40-30 FPS. Now it's getting slow here. Oh my god. Whoa! But as we start driving, it actually climbs up a bit. 48, 50 FPS, 55. Ooh. Oh man! They are aggressive now. 55, so just under 60. I think with less AI cars on that. Okay, we keep going. Keep going, keep going. You know, this is not a valid benchmark run because now I got new cars around me, but you can see the FPS is already up to 95, almost 100. Now I'm driving on my own. So the performance really tanks with driving with other cars. Let's restart that without spinning. Do one full lap here. Down to 30 FPS again. There we go. Whoa. But yeah, looks nice and sharp, I gotta say. Whoop, up. Let's not spin this time around. Hopefully the AI will not kill me here. Come on. Are they driving faster with higher graphic presets? That's the question. I don't know. That's a weird one. Come on. Let's see if we can actually overtake someone. I've got one behind us. But yeah, now the frames are pretty good actually. It's 80 FPS there. Always frame drop on that straight. Some stutter. But yeah, we got 80 pretty stable FPS right now. Oh, accidents ahead. Same place. I thought it was the same place. Maybe not. That's the last lap. Okay, let's continue here then. Hopefully we can make a better run next build on high settings. Let's continue this lap so we can switch to Ultra and see how that performs. Yeah, not very super scientific this video, but it would be fun to compare the results later on. So I'm gonna make a separate playlist of these videos so we can jump back and forth and compare. But yeah, that was on high settings. Now let's switch to Ultra and maybe we can get down to 20 FPS at the start of the race, maybe. Let's see. So now we are on Ultra settings and I see right away we got one of those graphic bugs I experienced a lot. You see the flickering textures on the car and on the side there. I just restart the game and it will disappear, so we have to restart again, but we get 74 FPS here in the pit. Yeah, I got the rest of my specs and my computer specs down in the description, so there you can see my CPU. It's from AM4 platform, so it's a pretty old Ryzen processor I have, but it's a non X3D, but it's the 5900X, so it's a pretty good one. A little bit old by today's standard, but I'm not planning to upgrade this year with my computer specs at least. So this will be a good system to try it out because I'm not gonna change anything. But this texture bug is annoying, so let's restart the game again. Yes, the graphic bug disappeared and we are now in Ultra settings. Textures look really good. The only thing I would really do is actually raise the MSA a bit. Maybe we can do one more test after this race when we just drive this combo, the same daytime settings, but only one car, myself, on the track, with racing the MSA up, and we can take a performance reading out of that one as well as the final one. But now, Ultra, and yeah, it's about the same as on high, 34 FPS here. Let's see if we can survive. And there's a lot of cars going in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. There was one car going the other way around there, but we're almost hitting 60 right now with this many cars on track on ultra settings. Come on, go. And I'm drawing 330 watt. But I got the fans on this graphics card are really good. This is a Sapphire Nitro plus something. Really beefy card, super big. So the fans are really good. So it's keeping the GPU pretty cool. It feels pretty alright, just under 60. It would be nice if it would hit 60, but we got a lot of AI cars now on track. Oh, we're reaching 70 here. So there we go. Let's now jump into this car on this track, but without any AI. And also raise the MSA, the multi-sampling, anti-aliasing. MSAA, maybe it's called. Let's see here. Settings, video, graphics. We got multi-sample anti-aliasing. Put it on 8. I'm just gonna check. I've been running on a PP filter all the time, Cinematic 1. So I have to keep it on Cinematic 1 to keep this test correct throughout everything. But it's not that dramatic on how it looks compared to normal. But yeah, we raised the MSAA up to 8 now. Let's maybe I change something here. Put it on ultra and raise this on at 8. Apply. There we go. But you can also see we can actually, this is ultra settings, but we can still raise some. Where was it? Oh, it changes with the scroll wheel here, so gotta be careful. There is some changes we can actually. No, it's pretty high. It's only the texture pool size we can raise up on ultra, but I'm keeping the preset. And yeah, I'm not using any upscaling mode and frame. If I do that, I can have a pretty good performance on out of this one. AMD's fluid flames. Let's check here what it's called. The I don't know if you can see this overlay. Yeah, I can. AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2 is actually pretty good. It doubles the frames without much artifacts at all, and no big impact on latency as well. So that's a really good one. So when I'm recording the previous videos I recorded, I'm locking the game to 60 FPS and running that, so I'm rendering the game at 120 FPS. It gives a pretty good experience, and the recordings comes out recently smooth anyway. But let's try this now. Enough jibber yabbing here. Blah blah blah. Drive. Quick race. Change that to practice, and we gonna set the start time to 16 because that was the same. We can try to make it as scientific as possible here, as we can. And we got the same car and everything, yes, and the same weather. Ultra with 8 times MSAA. No AI. Yeah, we got over 60 here in the pits. Still over 60 in the car. And now the graphics are starting to look pretty good, I gotta say. Nice and sharp. Still some aliasing going on, but yeah, I can see here on that pole. But yeah, it looks nice and sharp. Really nice. Okay, let's go out on track. Okay, we're up to 80 here. Some stuttering as usual, frame drops. But yeah, around 70. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. Just above 60. Yeah. Let's see if it starts the same here. Just before this bridge here. Yep. You see the frame time spikes a little bit right there. There's something going on that part of the track. But yeah, this is playable. If I lock the FPS to 60 and then running the frame again with this AMD card, we would have a pretty good experience when driving alone, that is. It's a completely different matter with the AI, and especially if you're driving in the rain. So maybe I should have done this benchmark in the rain, I don't know. But then we would have spun all the time because of all the crazy AI. But yeah, about 70 FPS. Alright, I hope you liked this video. I think it was an interesting... Maybe this video was not that super interesting, but it will be very interesting down the line to compare if it improves and if the graphic change, if it's gonna look better, it's gonna look worse, how the performance is, if the AI is gonna be better, and yeah, there's a lot we can compare when we use the exact same settings, time of day, and the same car and everything. But yeah, I put this in a separate playlist. Yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!